Netflix, disrupting the TV industry. In recent years, the way people watch TV has changed a lot with the development of online streaming content providers, especially Netflix. The beginning of Netflix. Wilmot Reed Hastings Jr. was born in October 8, 1960 in Boston, Massachusetts, U.S. He graduated from Bowdoin College with a Bachelor of Arts degree in mathematics. In 1988, he graduated from Stanford University with a master's degree in computer science. In 1991, Hastings founded Pure Software, a company based on debugging tool for engineers, and became CEO in 1995. In 1997, Pure Software was bought by Rational Software for $750 million, which then used for founding Netflix. The idea from paying $40 in late fees. While Hastings was busy with his management task at Pure Software, he forgot to return the rental VHS tapes to Blockbuster for 6 weeks. Therefore, he had to pay $40 in late fees. After that, Hastings started to research about video rental services. And in 1997, he and Mark Randolph started Netflix in Scotts Valley, California to offer online rental of DVDs. When it first opened, Netflix was purely a movie rental service. The rentals were around $4 plus a postage charge of $2. Users ordered movies on the Netflix website, and received DVDs in the post. When they were finished with them, they would simply post them back to Netflix in the envelopes provided. The users were able to keep the DVDs as long as they wanted. However, they could rent a new movie only when the old one was returned back. Even with an innovative business model, Netflix got off to a slow start. By 2000, it had only about 300,000 subscribers and was losing money. Hastings approached Blockbuster, proposed selling Blockbuster 49% of Netflix and rebranding it as Blockbuster.com. However, it was not successful. Netflix survived after the dot-com bust, and by 2002, the company was profitable and went public. In 2004, Netflix already had a subscriber base of almost 4 million and a strong brand identity. Netflix was at the forefront of the current wave of disruption in the TV industry as it began streaming content and making streaming available on many devices including mobile phones, tablets, game consoles. Within just 2 years, Netflix subscriptions, priced at $7.99 per month, jumped to 12 million, being seen as a threat. The broadcast networks continued to dismiss Netflix as a threat. In 2010, Time Warner CEO Jeff Bewkes snubbed Netflix, saying, "It's a little bit like, is the Albanian army going to take over the world? I don't think so." But behind their bravado, they considered Netflix as a threat. They stopped distributing content to Netflix. It available through Hulu.com, an online content website jointly owned by several major networks. In response, Netflix announced a move to create and stream original content online. In 2013, Netflix released the political drama House of Cards, followed by the comedy drama Orange is the New Black and The Crown. These shows proved tremendous hits and have received many Emmys and Golden Globe. Recent days, Squid Game, a fictional drama from South Korea, became Netflix's biggest ever series at launch, which has been viewed by 111 million accounts since debuting, and number 1 on Netflix's top 10 lists in 94 countries around the world. In 2020, Netflix had 203 million subscribers worldwide, about 74 million in the United States. Its revenues were about $25 billion. Mega success of House of Cards. The success of House of Cards 2013 created a huge buzz, attracted millions of new subscribers to Netflix, and helped its stock climb to new highs. Besides, it fundamentally changed the existing business model of TV viewing on 3 fronts. Firstly, delivery. House of Cards was the first time that a major original TV drama was streamed online and bypassed the established ecosystem of networks and cable operators. Secondly, access. House of Cards allowed Netflix subscribers to view many or all episodes in one sitting, without any advertising interruption. Management. House of Cards was the first time original programming had been developed based on Netflix's proprietary data algorithms and not by more traditional methods. The challenge of improving customer experience. The first issue is how to ensure that Netflix users' experience are seamless, uninterrupted, without buffering, and seeing the spinning wheels. At that time, Netflix is responsible for more than 1/3 of all downstream internet traffic in the US during peak hours. For a long time, Netflix has been a strong supporter of net neutrality, with the goal of preventing Internet Service Providers (ISPs) from slowing content or blocking access to certain websites. In 2014, Netflix fought some high-profile battles against Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, and Time Warner Cable before rules were passed. In 11/11 examples, possibly, Comcast may have an incentive to slow Netflix's content and favor its own NBC content. To work around the neutrality rules, ISPs have started imposing data caps on their customers. When users exceed their data cap, the added fees will incur for additional data usage. Other ISP practice that concerns Hastings is zero rating, an arrangement where the ISP does not count traffic from preferred data providers such as their own content toward customers' data caps. Besides, the proves that zero rating plans, which exempt certain content from monthly data caps, enable ISPs to pick winners and losers online or create new tolls for websites and applications. As a result, they present a serious threat to the open internet. They distort competition, thwart innovation, threaten free speech, and destroy all harms the rules were meant to prevent. The FCC is examining zero rating but has yet not take anything. Although the FCC's net neutrality rules do not expressly prohibit zero rating, but they allow the FCC to stop implementations if such rates hurt consumers or online content provider. Netflix started to pay Internet Service Providers (ISPs) to ensure fast and seamless access to its end users, despite previously refusing to do so. This action of Netflix does not violate net neutrality, the rule that Internet Service Providers should treat all data equally, and not charge differentially by user, content, because it does not relate with how Internet Service Providers, in this case, Comcast, is treating Netflix's traffic once it's on the Comcast broadband network. The issues of creating sustained future growth. Both domestic and international streaming have experienced significant growth, but the rate has been much faster for international market and it is growing slowly in US. The domestic market of Netflix. The number of domestic subscriptions has nearly increased year by year but getting slower. The domestic market is reaching a saturation point. In 2018, 58 million people in the US had a Netflix. What can Netflix offer that might increase demand in the United States? Firstly, Netflix should deliver its content through new kinds of devices. For example, allowing users to experience virtual reality (VR) headsets. The market is still very young and developing. Google, Microsoft, Facebook and others are early adopters testing the market. Another device is smart speaker. Google has integrated YouTube into Google Home and Amazon makes sure that you can use Echo or Dot to start a movie from Amazon Video. Netflix should be supported on smart speaker. The second is providing downloadable content. It is more convenient for customers to save and watch offline. Finally, looking once again at Netflix's competitors. They offer more than TV shows and movies. Netflix can offer streaming of e-games, educational content, live streams, news, possibly even podcasts. Or, Netflix can allow users to submit self-made movies, shows and comedy. The international market of Netflix. Netflix is rapidly expanding its services internationally from 60 countries in 2016 to 190 countries. Netflix is still noticeably absent from China because the contents of Netflix include some nudity, violence and also political contents that does not fit with regulations of China's government. Especially, Netflix has some movies that show the corrupt Chinese businessman meddling in US politics. The first challenge is the content storage. Netflix content may contain sensitive, nudity, violence and even politics scandal that might not be suitable in such country. Therefore, Netflix must invest to create diversified contents to meet the demand of each market. In addition, the company will soon start producing more non-English language series for international markets. The second challenge is pricing. The price of subscription in some countries has a quite big gap. The price must be changed to adapt the demand. Nowadays, Netflix is reportedly looking to experiment with lower pricing tiers in some markets. Challenge number 3 is the poor internet infrastructure in some developing markets such as countries in Africa. The internet speed is extremely slow that will highly affect the watching experience. Moreover, there are a huge amount of people in these countries do not have the connection with internet. Netflix must do a lot of things to survive, such as deploying dedicated servers in Africa so that users can stream video faster. Additionally, it is using new video compression technology to reduce data consumption without diluting the viewing experience. Netflix played a vital role in disrupting the TV industry. Nowadays, Netflix is one of the world's leading entertainment services with 214 million paid memberships in over 190 countries, enjoying TV series, documentaries and feature films across a wide variety of genres and languages.